there's been a lot going on. Families have been torn apart, and friends have been fighting each other.
This year we have a lot of choices to make, but the choice that really has been dividing the country, and
Mhm.
people are trying to decide if they should do it from home or they should go in person and do it. All these things have been coming into play. Xbox versus PlayStation 5.
It's the Civil War, the modern Civil War. Clear cut, or is it kind of a difficult decision to make?
I think it's a little bit more clear cut. I think this time around, because of the success of the PS4, a lot more people are going to be going PS5.
Mm.
You guys know me; I'm more of a PC gamer than I am a console gamer. But if I were to pick a side, me personally, I would probably go the PlayStation 5. They do got the better exclusives. They're very narrative driven. They're very on point. Where Xbox has got like two right now. Like they just bought up all these studios, but we have yet to see anything come from those studios yet, so we don't really know. Um, but on like a tech side of it, honestly, a lot of people, if you're really looking for it based on like pure performance and power, and you were to decide based off of that, the Series X would be the clear winner in that one. Because you're getting an 8-core 3.5 gigahertz AMD Zen 2 processor with the PS5 and a 3.88 core AMD Zen 2 processor in the Series X. More teraflops in the Series X with the 12 teraflops with RDNA 2, and you're getting 10.3 in the PS5. Both have 16 gigs of RAM, and you are getting a little bit more storage with the Series X. But it doesn't really, I don't think it really matters because you got to account for the operating system as well. I think
Yeah.
PlayStation accounted for that already when they announced how big their hard drive is, because theirs is at 825 gigs. Whereas the Series X, they state it's 1 terabyte, but it's probably going to be about 820, 850 as well after the um, the operating software is installed.
They are advertised as being, 1 terabyte or however much size, but then when you actually get it on, it's less.
It's not.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, it's
and
significantly less.
and a
uh,
lot of people just don't account for the operating software. But I think PlayStation 5 is going to end up being the clear winner, out of the two. I'm not really one for console wars, but but that's how I see it. I think PlayStation 1 is going to like sell a little bit more due to that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's interesting because with previous incarnations of these systems, usually PlayStation had the better stats, right?
Yeah.
Better processors, better whatever you want to say.
Hmm.
This year, Xbox has a significantly better stats, like you were saying, more hard drive space, et cetera, et
Yeah.
cetera. But, so many people are in the PlayStation ecosystem now. Like,
Exactly.
I can't not get my JRPGs that I've been invested in for years,
Exactly.
my Kingdom Hearts 4, my Final Fantasy 16, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of these are looking like they're going to either be exclusive or have exclusive DLCs or, various things like that. So yeah, I really think PS5 is going to be the clear-cut winner too. I
Mm.
agree.
Well, I don't disagree. I guess we're all PS5ers here. We're all biased.
Like, regardless, like I'm gonna buy the PS5 no matter what. It could like literally like run slower than a freaking like slug, and I would still get it because of the fact of games like Last of Us and like Xbox. I have a gaming PC. There's no reason for me to buy an Xbox because those games come out on PC too. Versus I
Right.
can't do that with Last of Us or Spider Man.
And then, really quick, where does Nintendo fall with all this? Are they trying to get in or capitalize at all?
Nintendo's their own thing, man. Like Nintendo will always be
Yeah.
their own thing because they could literally, I think I read something where it's like I could be wrong, but they could literally just stop making products today and be good on money for the next like 50 years. They may have
Uh,
so many IPs, they make so much money. They don't need to really worry about anything because they're their own thing.
right. And
Imagine if Nintendo.
does it just seem like they are maybe not doing as well because that I wouldn't have known that. But is it just because we're here and they're there, like meaning that in Japan and other places they have a bigger following than what they do here in the States?
I think they've actually got a bigger following in the States than we
Yeah.
realize. It's just it's
Mhm.
not the hardcore people who are constantly talking
Right.
about gaming.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at like the Wii was the best selling system of that generation. I
Yeah, it
believe I'd have
was.
to
It
relook at the
was.
number.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right, but you know, it wasn't people that were hardcore gamers and
Right.
constantly talking about them
Casual
and buying
people.
millions of copies.
Yeah.
Right, it was they're for the casual gamers. Now, if Nintendo, because they own so many properties, if they were to decide we're not going to make any more systems and go the way of Sony and like start putting their games on other systems, people would still buy the crap out of Zelda and Mario and
Oh
all
yeah.
these for whatever system they put it out for. So Nintendo, no matter what
Yeah.
happens, they're going to be good.
Oh yeah.